Cheers.
It's
Little
Tuesday.
Bit of IPA Tuesday. Thirsty Tuesday?
Whew! That is...
Well, that's a good IPA.
That is an IPA.
All right.
All right, so we're going to be making some crab cakes. This was actually a request from someone. Cheers!
From Julia.
From one of the followers, right? That follows us.
Mm-hmm.
She requested crab cakes, so I'm going to make crab cakes. This is the way I make it. So basically what I start out with, I use lump crab meat and I use claw crab meat. Just because if you buy lump, not that it's, I mean, it's just a little more pricey. So if you're trying to, like, you know, save on budgeting and stuff like that, you can use both. So the darker meat is the claw meat, and then the lump is the really white stuff that you like. You should always go through it just to see if there's any like shells or
right.
What is it? What's the other stuff in there?
The cartilage.
Cartilage. You just want to make sure there's nothing in there because you don't want to eat it and then bite into that, you know? So what we're going to do is we did that already. So I'm going to make the mixture for it. Now, I don't add a lot of ingredients to this. I know some people add like celery and like peppers and all this stuff. I feel like that's just becomes too much filler, and I want to taste the crab. I don't really want to take away from the crab.
Well, and you're going to get a lot of that with the Old Bay seasoning, because Old Bay seasoning is basically celery, salt, paprika,
right.
Red pepper, black pepper, you know, and some of them add different spices.
Now, one of my secret ingredients that I like to use when I'm making crab cakes is Ritz crackers.
Really?
Yes. You know why? Because it has like a totally like buttery flavor to them. Some people use saltines, some people use panko crumbs, some breadcrumbs. Totally up to you what you want to use. I just think that Ritz crackers are amazing with... Did you ever have them like this? No. I think you did when I made them
maybe.
Like a couple years back.
I don't know.
All right, so let's start.
All right, so while you're doing that, I am going to make the cocktail sauce.
Yeah, make the cocktail sauce real quick because that's super easy.
Yeah, and if anybody doesn't know, I mean, it's real simple. It's horseradish and ketchup. Just mix it together. Right. I like making it myself because you can make it to your own spice.
Right. Okay, so we're going to start out for my filling for the crab cakes. We're going to use 1 egg. This is going to be like the binder. I'm using 2 pounds of crab meat. So there's that. I'm going to use a little bit of Dijon mustard. I'm going to have the recipe up on my wall, obviously, and on my website.
And
actually,
if you're following Roberta on Instagram, which a lot of you on there are on her Instagram, we now have a Big Eats Small Kitchen little channel under her profile. Yeah. But all the episodes that we've done before she started that are up on YouTube, including the ones that we just did this weekend.
Then you're going to add a 1/2 cup of mayo. So 1/2 cup of mayo, a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 1 egg, and then this is by taste, the Old Bay seasoning. It's totally up to you how much you want to add. I might add, I don't know, like a teaspoon or so, because remember, it is 2 pounds of crab meat. So
yeah, I don't know, like as far as eyeing this stuff up. I just with the cocktail sauce, I just go for it.
What else I'm gonna add though? I'm gonna add chives and parsley, so it's gonna bring a little bit of freshness in there.
Oh, do you need me to chop some parsley?
No, that's fine. I got it. Now, some people, when they're making this, like I said, they saute onions, which is totally fine. You can do whatever you like. But like I said, I don't really like to add too much because I really want to taste that crab meat. All right, let me just rinse this.
I don't know how much of this you should make.
Well, it's basically just for the bottom, you know.
How many crab cakes are you making?
I have no idea yet how many. Depends on how big they are.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, if I have to make more, I like it spicy, like
oh my gosh, it's so
the cocktail
good
sauce.
Like the horseradish. You can make a horseradish cream too, which is really simple. It's just like sour cream, horseradish, salt and pepper.
Really? Sour cream?
Yeah, sour cream.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right. So I have the chives all chopped up.
Oh yeah, that's good. All right.
Add that to this mixture.
I don't know, just for a small amount, I made it was about 3 tablespoons of the horseradish, and
I think that's just all the taste.
About, like 1/3 cup of ketchup.
Yeah, but when you're doing cocktail sauce, I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
all
about the
taste.
taste. You're right.
So you can add more ketchup if it's too spicy with the horseradish, or if you like it spicier, you can add more horseradish.
I like it spicy enough that when you bite into it, it just
Kinda
makes
like-
your nose on fire, and you know.
Your nose flares.
Crab cakes sound delicious. Hope you two are doing well. You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It is nice here today. Outside, it's gorgeous. All right, so I'm going to add that in here. So this is what I'm going to show you guys as well. Okay.
And
So,
yes, we are having some craft beer.
yes. All right. So this is going to be the mixture for the crab cake. So we have the chives, the parsley, the mayo, a Dijon mustard, the Old Bay, and an egg. Now, at this point, some people will add Worcestershire sauce. They'll add their onions, their
That's what you call it.
peppers.
Is it
their
Worcestershire? Worcestershire?
Worcestershire?
Yeah.
Worcestershire?
Or whatever. I don't know.
Worcestershire or Worcestershire? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to mix this.
Okay. What do you need me to do?
The crackers.
What am I doing with the crackers? Eating them? I'll just sit here and eat the crackers.
No. Take about, I don't know, let's open that and see how many are in the, you want about like a cup or so, maybe even a little more because we have 2 pounds of crab, but I don't want too much in there. Actually, how many are in here? How many are usually in here, you think?
There's probably like 20 in there.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Sit there and
7,
count
8, 9, 10,
So tomorrow, after she's learned how to count, we can do the alphabet.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Well, I want to give them the exact. So it's about like 20, like 30 crackers, right?
Uh-huh.
So I think we're gonna use about 20 of these and smash them up for me. You want to put them in maybe?
Just in a bag and just smash them, or you want me to just crunch them in here? And...
If you could put them in a little sandwich baggie, maybe.
All right.
Just this way, because
Pass me one.
then it comes up, you know, really fine. You can put it in the food processor too.
That's
All right.
not fun. Who wants to put it in a food processor when you can
Oh.
smash and break things?
Well, that's you know, if you had like a crazy day at work, if anybody's going to work, you know, and you have some aggression, or maybe
or you're just inside
Or
in
people are
quarantine
driving
and-
you
and,
crazy.
you know, you need to break something.
All right, so you do that.
All right. So,
And I'll take the spatula.
so a lot of people just use regular breadcrumbs, I assume. Or
Yeah, breadcrumbs, panko crumbs, even saltines. People use saltines too. I think it just, you know what it is? Even with, like I said, with this, the buttery flavor that this adds to the crab cakes, it's so delicious.
Okay.
All right, that's
I'm just,
perfect.
should I just get a funnel and funnel it into my mouth at this point?
All right, you know what I'm gonna do to make this easier so everybody can see? I think I'm gonna add this to the really, really big bowl,
Just crush them up real fine, the crackers.
just so this way you can like showcase.
That
It's
is
2
awesome.
pounds.
I
so
would
there you
love
go.
to do it. I mean, doing it fresh is obviously the way, but the time that it takes to actually go through all and crack the shells and doing everything else. You know,
Well, I mean, if you're down the shore, you can get like fresh
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
You know?
yeah, de-shelled and everything.
Yeah. All right. So we took the Ritz crackers. I'm gonna add that mixture
Brian Duffy, what's up, brother?
right into here. Now, oh, actually, too, I don't have any hot sauce. You could totally add some hot sauce into there too.
Do you need the hot sauce with the
No, you don't need hot sauce.
with the
With the Old
you
Bay?
call it?
With the
No.
Oh.
See, I have a brain fart.
All right. So
Um,
there's the mixture. There's the Ritz crackers, the sauce that I just made, the lump. So it's the lump, and the claw crab meat.
The cocktail sauce. That's what I was trying to say.
So now when you're mixing this too, I wouldn't mess with it too much because you want to keep the crab lump in there. You don't want to keep breaking it up because then it's going to start getting too fine. So just kind of like, you know, slowly, you know.
Apparently, wife
incorporate
doesn't talk with me anymore.
What? What happened?
Brian,
What happened?
he's harassing you again.
Oh, with what?
Yeah, in a good way.
Oh. All right, so now I don't have the patience for this, and we wanted to showcase this to you guys. You would put it in the fridge for like an hour, just so it sets. Now, I'm not going to wait. It's super cold already, so I'm just going to start forming them and putting them right into the pan. Now, when you are making these, because there's not a lot of fillers in this, don't mess with it. Just let it do its thing, because once it starts to brown, the egg in there is going to start to crisp everything up, and it's going to combine everything together, and the breadcrumbs and everything. So don't play with it. That's all I say. It's just, that's all I'm telling you.
Every time everyone told me not to play with something, I kept playing with it. So.
All right, so I'm going to heat this up.
What
I'm just going to form them as I go.
I think I might.
Because the more you mess with
cocktail
them,
sauce, right?
No, because that's just something that you have on the side.
I was just looking for
All right,
something to do
I'm just
other than sipping beer. But,
you actually, if you can get me a little bit of lemon juice.
You got it.
A little. I know these.
What the heck are these?
I got these lemons from Trader Joe's,
The size
and
of
they're
Legos.
like super duper tiny. I don't know. Jeez, Rick. Actually, you could add a little bit of lemon zest too in there. That would be pretty good. You want to do that? Sure. I think we're gonna do that.
Yeah. Since Brian's on here, figure plug his new show.
Yeah.
Food Network.
Food Network.
Brian Duffy's got an awesome new show. Check it out. Where am I? I'm throwing this
Right in
here?
there.
See,
Yep.
she told me what to do. I just don't listen.
All right, pay attention. Don't go too to the white part.
Chill.
I'm just saying.
See this? You see? I can't even.
No, I'm just saying.
Can't rind a lemon.
Now, I'm not going to use olive oil to fry these guys up. I'm going to use just like vegetable or canola oil. Which one is this? This is vegetable oil?
By the way, she makes this look a lot better when she does it because I don't know what to do. Half the time. I might, skin a finger or something like that.
Well, we don't want
Most
pieces,
likely not.
We don't want pieces of finger in there.
No. Well,
the other thing is, if you cook a lot of fish and stuff like that, I would totally invest in a fish spatula. It's like one of the best things ever. I think
you might. These things are so tiny. I think I need more, right?
No, that's fine.
No?
No, because there's
All right,
a
so
ton
you need
right
the
here.
juice of the lemon, though, right?
No, this is
No?
fine because it's going to make it too, it's already, I don't want it to be too wet. You want it to, because if you start adding too much moisture in it, it's going to start breaking up too much. It's already really fragile to begin with. All right, I'm just waiting for that heat to get nice and hot.
All right.
Then we're going to add that, and then we're going to actually, you're going to use that juice to make a vinaigrette.
So I am using the juice?
Yes.
Okay.
Make
She just told me I wasn't using the juice.
No, but not for
now I'm
this.
using it.
Not for this.
Okay.
So we're going to make like a lemon vinaigrette for the salad.
Okay. Put my big head in front of you there for a second.
No, it's fine.
She's looking at me. See, I can't.
When I go back and watch these, it's hysterical. When I go back and watch it, because I see the faces that I make. I'm a person that I cannot compose my faces.
Rick 1, Roberta 0.
Oh my God, stop. All right.
Brian, we gotta hang out again after quarantine's over. Whatever.
Well,
or maybe we just gotta come up to Ardmore and grab some barbecue. So
all right.
a little trek for us, but we'll do it.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna make these guys like pretty big.
So what am I doing with this again?
Oh my God! You wash one of those bowls. The bowls in the sink right there.
She wants me to wash dishes. This is just not something I'm good at. Said come up for some cue.
All right, look. So there's the patty, just like that. And like I said, if you put these in the fridge, they'll set a lot better. Like they'll become a little like harder for you.
Yeah.
So it'd be easier for you to work with. But
see, if Roberta would learn, because she's
learn what?
I'm really bad with cleaning up after myself. And
that's why
Roberta,
I don't let him cook.
She's constantly doing the dishes, and then of course I go, I'll do it in 5 minutes or so, and then I sit there.
He knows.
And I know if I sit there for a couple minutes, she'll just go in and do it. I don't like doing dishes. It's not that I won't do them, but I conveniently forget.
Keep giving people excuses.
I will.
I
will. But this is how she could get me. If she would learn something, she could totally get me.
If I would learn something.
Yeah, if you could totally get me by saying, hey, I need you to wash this, because I'm not really doing anything else in these videos other than sweating and comic relief, And I'm not that funny either, so.
Don't overcrowd your pan when you're doing these, when you're making the crab cakes, just because it's going to be easier for you when you go to flip them. Just make it easier on yourself,
All right.
Like I said, don't mess with with stuff. I don't want to say it because if I say it, you're going to start laughing.
I was gonna say don't play with it, but
Don't play with your meat, okay? Just don't do it. It's true. People screw up
So many
like
things can be
chicken and meat all the time because they keep messing with it. Am I right, Brian? Are you still there?
Mark's telling me to stop complaining. You know, it's my job. That's what I do. I do it best. So I'm gonna ask her again.
Oh my
what
goodness.
Am I putting in this vinaigrette?
Okay,
Other than
did you
lemon juice?
squeeze the lemon juice
I'm
first?
working on it.
Okay, then one step at a time for you.
By the way, these little tiny lemons, I'm not a fan of these.
I don't know. I got the bag because it was at Trader Joe's, and I'm like, you know, I'll just pick up these little guys for drinks. You know,
They get
for
like
cocktails.
they get pulverized in like one little
Yeah.
squeeze. I mean, they're kind of nice, but
Well, they're good for cocktails, so.
that's true.
All right.
You got a lot of seeds though for little tiny things.
Yeah.
So
All right. It's almost time for me to flip them. Now I'm gonna serve this with some arugula. You could serve it with whatever you want. I think like a fresh corn salsa too would be really delicious.
ooh,
Right?
yeah.
Like a relish of some sort.
Are we doing that?
No, I'm not doing that. I don't have corn.
Ain't nobody got time for that?
No, I didn't say that. I just said
Basically what she said.
No, stop it. All right.
I think I need another lemon in here.
Now, I'm gonna try to
See.
look, Rick.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
I'll show it to you guys once they come out, so you guys can see.
All right.
So you're gonna do about 4 minutes per side, depending on how big they are. I would say 3 to 4 minutes per side is a good. So yeah, I just formed these guys into patties, like that. I only have 2 in there right now, so I'm only doing 2 at a time. I don't want to have 3 because if I have 3 in there and I try to like flip one over and then the one gets messed up, I'd rather not do that. Live recipes, hell yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna
It's not a whole lot of. There's maybe I don't know, maybe
That's fine,
four
because you're
four
still-
tablespoons of lemon juice in here.
You're still gonna add a little bit of vinegar in there too,
Okay.
because vinegar has a little bit of sweetness in there. So I'm gonna add a little bit of white vinegar into the lemon juice that he has. We're just making a quick
That's
little
white wine
dressing.
vinegar, right?
White wine vinegar, yeah. Okay, just a little bit. All right. Now, are you gonna be able to? No. Here.
No, the answer is no. I don't even know what she's
Here,
going to
you
ask,
pour.
but it's pretty
You
much
pour.
no. All right,
and
ready?
Yep. Yep. This is emulsifying.
How do you do that?
Keep going. Now, whatever you have left over, you can keep and use for other.
Yeah, we kicked the bottle, guys.
Always.
Girls.
We're always
bottle.
kicking bottles of,
I was-
well, different bottles, but I'm actually going to add a little bit of Dijon in there too, just because it goes good with the crab cake.
Dijon?
Yep.
Nice.
Just to, and then season it obviously with salt and pepper.
Okay. It smells good.
So basically, you're just getting like a vinaigrette like that. So it's kind of like creamy right now.
I actually am
boom,
going to
that's
make
done.
a little more cocktail sauce because I think we're going to need it. Because I don't have.
That's
not a
fine,
whole
whatever
lot
you want to
there.
do.
So I'll put this over here to the side.
All right. So if anybody has any questions, always feel free to like ask me or DM me, or you can
always
even
fun if you ask live.
You can even ask live. If you guys have any questions, doesn't have to necessarily be of what we're cooking, or a Q&A of us. Oh, did you hear about the couples? They were talking about like some couples are getting along better now in quarantine. Some people want divorces. I don't know.
I feel like that was to try to get a reaction.
I'm not getting a reaction.
Look, I got to stand on my toes to get over top of you.
What's the difference between different vinegars that I use? I think each one, like if you use a balsamic, a lot of them are aged. If you use like a champagne vinaigrette, hi Cheryl. If you use a champagne vinaigrette, it has a little bit more sweetness. A sherry is a little more like, it actually tastes like liquor, really, like a sherry vinegar, I think. So it's basically like young wines, aged wines, vinegar, infused vinegars. You know, they have so many. Like we have. So when we go up the mountains, we go to this place called the Artsy Olive.
Oh, up in Jim Thorpe,
and
PA.
They make
fantastic.
all different kinds of.
It's backwards here, but
yeah, they make all kinds of
infused
olive oils and vinegars, and this is a black garlic balsamic vinegar. So, and like I said, balsamic is an aged vinegar, so it gives you. I mean, it depends on what you like too. You know. I mean, I can go old school and just do red wine vinegar. I love red wine vinegar.
Yeah.
All right, let me get these guys out.
Cheryl, we're doing well. Thank you. Hope you are too.
All right.
Ranchu, salute.
All right. So, can you just put this over on the table in there for now?
Yep.
Just so I can get these guys. I'm gonna put the heat up a little more on that because I want it really, really like a nice crust on it. All right,
turn up the heat. That's the way you do it.
That's cool. There's an olive oil vinegar place in the Italian market. Those places are so much fun. Although I don't know.
We've been to that one. The one in the Italian market down in the. Oh no, we've been to the one in Reading Terminal, right?
And New Hope, too. There's
New Hope has one too.
Those places are so much fun, but I don't know how they would do that now because when you go into those places, you're actually trying the olive oil, you're trying the vinegar and everything. I don't know how.
Artsy Olive said they're reopening. Like, but they're limited to how many people they have.
Yeah, but you're still going to have to lift your mask up to try it, so I don't know how that would work, you know?
Strange times.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we've been there before. Not the Italian market one. We've definitely been to the Reading
Terminal one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's been a while. I love doing that, though. The kids like it, too. The kids actually really enjoy tasting the different olive oils and vinegars and things like that. Actually, Artsy Olive does... they have bottles that you can buy. You can just pour your any liquor. Like if you get a thing of, I make espresso martinis a lot. They have it all pre-done inside, and you can just pour it in there. I mean, I like making it from scratch, but they have cocktail things that you can get. All
right. So what you could do, take this
arugula.
Yeah, the arugula, and just toss it in with that lemon vinaigrette. You like a good portion of it.
All right.
And then what I'm going to top it off with is I got little microgreens. They're tiny little, I love these things. They're just so, like, cute. They make your dishes look so nice. Like, these guys, they're so tiny.
Sometimes I sit out on the grass.
Here we go.
Sit out in the grass and just pick them up. And,
That's not what they are.
It's like clover pieces, you know.
No, it's not.
Like dead dandelions. Just pick them up.
You're ridiculous. No.
No.
All right, make sure there's no moisture in that.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
That's why I actually want to get one of those salad spinners because I feel like they take, like if you're making a salad, sometimes when you wash it, even if you squeeze it really hard, you still get moisture in there. So I feel like we should invest in one of those salad spinners because I think they're awesome.
She looks over my way as she says that. That's like, is that a hint at that's what I should be getting you soon?
No,
like
in the summertime, we eat a lot of salad, especially in the summertime.
I love salad.
All right, did you just squeeze the water inside?
I did. Just a little bit. A little bit. I don't work well with somebody looking over my shoulder.
Did you put salt? Did you put salt and pepper in the thing?
No, you told me to. You just told me to.
You're supposed to put a little salt and pepper in there.
Well,
here, season it.
Now I know.
You want to season it?
Knowing's half the battle. There you go. That works. Look. Oh, I dropped.
You don't need to put a lot of pepper in arugula because arugula has already that bite to it, and that's why I wanted to use arugula because I feel like crab cakes are so rich to begin with, and I feel like with this it kind of breaks it up a little bit.
Yeah. You guys have to go up my chef friend's olive oil balsamic.
Here.
Oh, all right. Where about in the suburbs of PA? Of course, that's where we're at. But wouldn't mind checking them out, especially if they're. I mean, I would like to support small businesses always. So.
Yeah, we always do.
Okay. All right. So.
All right, these guys are.
I think I got. You know what? I'm going to put this right here for a minute.
All right, I'm going to add these other ones. Now, one quick tip that I can give you guys too that's really useful if you're cooking meat like pork or chicken or, you know, even like steak or whatever, and you still have to do them in batches on the grill or on your pan or whatever, place some aluminum foil on top of it. It will keep it nice and warm for you. Or you can put it in the oven too, but in the summertime, who wants to have the oven on, you know, all the time?
Well, that's the thing, and especially like in this kitchen, you know, it's a tiny kitchen.
Tiny kitchen.
But, I mean,
we make it work.
My great-grandmother did it in this kitchen.
Yep.
She,
all right.
She had I don't know, man, she was a short little Italian woman. She was about 4'11", and she cooked her brains out in here.
She actually
no
even
air
she had a sliding door right here on the
like
side, so nobody could come in and like bug her, you know?
Yeah, it was like an accordion, one of those old accordion doors in the kitchen. And I mean, what you're pretty much seeing here is about half the size of the kitchen. I'm having some technical difficulties here. Well, I'm trying to drain. I drained the water into the.
All right. So what I'm going to do, so I don't have to keep you guys here for this whole entire thing, I'm just going to plate it real quick so you guys can see.
We're going to post it up too.
Yeah.
But olive oil, and we will do. All right.
All right, so I have the arugula on the plate. And I'm going to take the one crab cake.
There's something about crab cakes. You know, I've had some really good crab cakes, but then I've had
ones that are
just really too cakey.
It's too much filler. They add way too, like some people will add crackers and breadcrumbs into their mixture.
And that's me with meatballs too. And we've talked about this before. Like meatballs that are too bready, it takes away from, you know, what it is.
Yeah. Actually, I don't even.
Ashton says enjoy.
Thank you. I actually don't want. I made a mistake. See how we make mistakes in the kitchen? Never put anything hot on top of greens because it's just going to wilt that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it on another thing. This is what I'm showing you guys. See how keeping it real here with you guys. Here, let me move over here.
Apparently, I distract her quite a bit.
No, not at all.
That's good. No, I actually didn't. I wouldn't have known that. See, I would have just.
What you want to do is you want to plate the meat or whatever you're using, and then if you're using fresh greens, which you can use the arugula, or you can use the baby ones that we have here.
Are you topping it with the baby?
See, I want this to be mixed in.
In with the arugula?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's fine.
I could have done that. I'm sorry.
No, you didn't. I didn't tell you. Okay.
Wait, now where's the cocktail sauce go? You just put that.
Well, you serve that on the side. So it'll basically be like that. And then you can like do a little squeeze of lemon if you want on top. And then the cocktail sauce, you can even put it underneath the salad. Like you can smear it on there and then put it, you know, then put the salad on top. Or you could just smear it on the side and just start. It's basically just a serve on the side. It's not everybody's going to like cocktail sauce. So that's pretty much it. That's it. Now I'm going to go take a picture of it so I can post it up for you guys. So, all right. That was pretty much it.
Thanks for tuning in to
Always tuning in to our crazy, crazy kitchen stuff. All right, guys. Hope you have a good day. Or
if you have suggestions, too, of stuff that you'd like to see us make, we've got a list. So this was the first one that we did. It was a request. So
Yep. So, yeah, just send requests.
We'll do them all at some point.
At some point, yeah. All right, guys.